Exploring the concept of money lessons often overlooked in school. Please go to a professional when needed. This video is for informational purposes only. I want us to make informed decisions to thrive in these challenging times. Beautiful souls, I know that you're doing your research. Money is 1. A medium of exchange. 2. A unit of account. 3. Portable. 4. Divisible. 6. Fungible. 5. A medium of exchange. 7. A store of value. Fiat currencies are accepted as money based on trust but do not retain value over time. Money is a medium of exchange that facilitates transactions by eliminating the inefficiencies of a barter system. It is a universally accepted tool representing value, allowing individuals and businesses to trade goods and services. Barter is an ancient method of exchange where goods and services are directly traded for other goods and services without using money as a medium. This form of trade relies on the mutual needs and wants of the parties involved, where both parties must have something the other desires. Bartering can be as simple as exchanging a basket of apples for bread or as complex as negotiating the trade of labor for farm produce. Despite its limitations in scalability and efficiency compared to monetary systems, barter is still used in various forms today, particularly in communities or situations where currency is scarce or devalued. It fosters a sense of cooperation and community, emphasizing the value of goods and skills more personally and directly. Skills can serve as a form of barter. For instance, a plumber who lacks gardening skills might offer plumbing expertise to a gardener in exchange for gardening services, especially during periods of hyperinflation. Money has a store of value. A store of value is an asset or commodity that maintains its worth over time without depreciating. Because it doesn't normally lessen in value, it allows individuals and institutions to preserve their wealth. Traditional stores of value include precious metals like gold and silver, which have been used for centuries. Land can also be used as a store of value. The key characteristic of a good store of value is its ability to retain purchasing power over long periods, making it a reliable means for saving and protecting wealth against inflation and other economic fluctuations. Currency can exist in numerous forms, such as coins that lack gold, silver, or copper, banknotes, and digital currency. Sound money or metals like gold, silver, and copper are considered God's money for the planet Earth. Currency definition: a system of money in general use in a particular country, legal tender, medium of exchange, cash, banknotes, and paper money. Using sound money, individuals can save, invest, and plan for future financial needs while allowing for the efficient allocation of resources across society. The reliance on fiat currencies makes savings and investing challenging, largely due to stagnant wages, while taxes and essential living costs continue to rise. Hire purchase or standard deferred payment. A standard deferred payment refers to an arrangement where a buyer postpones payment for a good or service to a future date, rather than paying upfront at the time of purchase. This type of financial agreement is commonly used in various transactions, including retail, real estate, and business-to-business dealings. The buyer gains immediate access to the product or service without the burden of immediate payment, while the seller can often charge interest or fees for the deferred period. However, it's important for both parties to clearly outline the terms of the deferred payment, including the duration, interest rates, and any penalties for late payment, to ensure transparency and avoid potential disputes. For example, a stove costs $3,000 cash, but by buying it on hire purchase, it costs $4,000 after the interest is added. To prevent a financial burden, the buyer must ensure that the item's cost, with the interest added, is within the budget. A mortgage. A mortgage is a debt instrument and a loan used to purchase real estate, such as a home or property. It is a secured loan, meaning the property itself serves as collateral for the loan. If you are unable to pay, you can lose your home. Mortgages can be fixed rate or variable rate interest, and a borrower agrees to repay the loan over a specified period, commonly 15 to 30 years, through monthly payments that cover both the principal and interest. Fixed-rate mortgage. Adjustable rate mortgage. An adjustable rate mortgage is where the interest rate can change periodically. Obtaining a mortgage often involves an assessment of the borrower's financial health, including credit score, income, and existing debts, ensuring they can meet their repayment obligations. A fixed-rate mortgage is where the interest rate remains constant throughout the term. Consideration must be made as to whether one should stay out of debt in unstable financial times. Buying land in affordable places might be an option, as we must live somewhere. A balloon mortgage. A balloon mortgage is a type of loan featuring lower initial monthly payments and a large final payment at the end of the loan term. Unlike traditional mortgages, where payments are spread evenly over the life of the loan, a balloon mortgage typically has a short-term duration, after which the borrower must make a balloon payment to settle the remaining balance. This structure allows borrowers to benefit from lower payments initially, which can be advantageous if they anticipate higher income or refinancing opportunities before the balloon payment is due. However, balloon mortgages carry the risk that if the borrower cannot refinance or pay the large final amount, they may face financial difficulties or foreclosure. A balloon mortgage change in the payment amount can lead to financial strain, as their salary has not increased, yet they must cover the mortgage at the new, higher rate. This structure may be an attractive option for those who anticipate either selling the property or refinancing before the balloon payment comes due. However, balloon mortgages come with significant risk, and one must have a solid financial plan and an understanding of potential market conditions. In summary, Proverbs 22 verse 7, "The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender." We have been warned. It is time for us to learn to allocate and preserve our wealth. Proverbs 13 verse 22. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. Medium of exchange. Money is used to buy and sell goods and services, replacing the need for bartering. Unit of account. Money provides a standard measure of value, making it easy to compare prices and record debts. Portable. Money is easy to carry and transfer, allowing people to use it in various places. Divisible. Money can be broken into smaller units, like cents, enabling precise pricing and transactions. Fungible. Each unit of money is interchangeable with another of the same value, e.g. $1 is always equal to another. Money is a store of value over time. What should I consider? If there is a blackout and I only possess digital currency, what will my situation be? A reset is underway. We must determine whether we will exchange our gold and silver for digits and paper, which are beyond our control. We are now in a chess game. Some of us have Baltic Avenue, as we watch others own Park Place on the game board. We must use time to reset our finances. Fiat currency versus God's money. God's money. We have accepted fiat currencies and other man-made and controlled forms of payment, which were used to transfer wealth by buying the assets God gave us. God's money is everything on earth used to bring wealth to a country when its leaders are good, uncorruptible stewards. God gave us land, water, clean air, oil, gas, pitch, cocoa, coffee, precious metals like gold and silver, precious gemstones like diamonds and crystals, and earth minerals. Silver's history. The word silver comes from the Anglo-Saxon word for the metal, silfur. No word in English rhymes with silver. The element symbol Ag comes from the Latin name for silver, argentum. This word, in turn, comes from the Sanskrit word argunus, which means shining. Silver is one of the 7 metals known to ancient humans. The others are gold, copper, tin, iron, lead, and mercury. The reason primitive people knew about silver is that it is one of the elements that exists in pure form naturally. Silver also occurs as a natural alloy with gold and is called electrum. Silver forms compounds found in copper, zinc, and lead ores. Silver was rarer and more expensive than gold until around the 15th century BC. Because of its value, it was probably the first form of money. The words for silver and money are the same in at least 14 languages. Silver is a transition metal with atomic number 47 and element symbol Ag. This shiny metal is valued for its beauty, rarity, and properties. 2025 started on a 911. January 1st, 2025. January equals 1. Day equals 1. Year equals 2025 equals 2 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9. 2025 ends on December 31st, 2025. Month December equals 12 equals 3. Day equals 31 equals 4. Year equals 2025 is equal to 9. 3 plus 4 plus 9 is equal to 16. 16 is equal to 7 is the number for completion. 11 plus 16 equals 27 equals 9. September 9th, 2025 equals 999 is equal to 27. Gold is a chemical element with atomic number 79, which means there are 79 protons in its nucleus. The total number of protons in the nucleus is called the atomic number of the atom and is given the symbol Z. 79 equals 7 plus 9 equals 16. Edible gold, often referred to as gold leaf or gold flakes, is a type of gold that is safe for human consumption. This gold is typically 22 to 24 carats, and it is non-toxic and tasteless. Edible gold is used primarily in gourmet cooking and baking to add a luxurious touch to dishes, desserts, and drinks. Since it is inert and does not react with the digestive system, it passes through the body. It's important to ensure that the gold is labeled as food grade to confirm its safety for consumption. What qualifies as a fiat collapse? A full collapse generally means annual inflation rate exceeding 50% per month, hyperinflation level. If citizens abandon the currency in favor of foreign money, government replacement of the currency with a new one or pegging it to another currency, breakdown in public trust and the inability to use currency for basic trade. Common causes of fiat currency collapse: excessive money printing, loss of confidence in the government or the central bank, political instability, economic mismanagement / deficit spending, war or external shocks. Take a mindful look at the economy where you live, and ask yourself the right questions. Take a look at other currencies that have collapsed. The country I am in does not sell gold and silver coins, otherwise, I would buy and hold them. It's called parking money. There is nothing to fear, only that we must prepare.